Welcome to another video. I'm going to be giving my reaction to the Fern and Pohutukawa trees event in SimCity Buildit. First off, to start off, an event based on trees, really? That's the new standard? SimCity Buildit for events is at an all-time low. If you take the Maui Mayor's past season, which was mostly trees, and now this, why do they love trees so much? They're these tiny landscape specializations that give barely any pop boost. And now they're having events all themed on these Pohutukawa trees. I liked the Pohutukawa trees when I first saw them. And now I'm getting annoyed by them because now we're having events fully structured on them. So 3,000 simoleons is going to be the first reward. Then 5 llama speed up tokens. A big lake, which, you know, it's been a while since they've done this, but this is typical sometimes, is what they'll do is they'll put a landscape specialization like a big lake, which is essentially useless. It's pretty easy to get, especially because you can get them for these events. I just think it's dumb. At a 16% boost, it is practically worthless. This event is just egregious. They have a whole event based on trees. SimCity Buildit has reached an all-time low in events, and it all started ever since 2022 came. I thought they were doing good in December, but once 2022 came, there has been just some really bad updates. 5 golden keys, okay, it's more than the free. So you heard in my past videos of reactions saying that they needed to stop cheapening out on the currency. Well, they did that because they restored the normal amount to 5. By the way, they also put 40 simcash, but I'll get more to that later. Free city storage items, that's really good. It's not the 2, so they finally gave us the right currency amounts. That's the one good thing about this event. And then we get to the event rewards. And remember, none of these, they call this limited time event, none of these you can't buy in the store. Every single one of these specializations you can buy, so you don't have to really compete in this event if you want these. The silver fern tree, an 8x8 area, a 4% boost. You get 2 of them. It's not a forest, it's just trees. You get 2 trees, right? 2 trees. That is, frankly, that's ridiculous. It's going to be also available in the landscape category. But 2 trees, you can get that for really much cheaper. As you can see here, it is in the landscape category. You can get it for 50 simcash. Not much cheaper, but if you don't want to compete in the event, you could also get the Pohutukawa trees, the Pohutukawa forests. You can get that. So you don't really necessarily have to compete in this event. Frankly, there's no need to. I have a busy schedule. I want to play some different games besides this game because I'm really moving away from it. I'm not going to compete in this event, like, at all. Regional simoleons, we already see that. Platinum keys, we see that. Again, 40 simcash. Now, the cheapened version is 30, so now they give us 50, and they used to give us 50, now they give us 40, so that's fairly acceptable. I think that's a fair price. Alright, now, 2 Pohutukawa trees. That is the grand prize of a side path. That is the grand prize of an event track. When do you see that? Usually the grand prize of an event track is some specialization that gives a giant pop boost, is maybe a park or a landmark or an entertainment specialization. No. What kind of grand prize gives a 4% boost? When did you ever hear of that in an event track in SimCity Buildit if you've been playing them? A grand prize gives a 4% boost? I feel like the creative team at SimCity Buildit has just been obsessed with this idea, let's add Maui trees, let's add trees from New Zealand, and let's structure every single update in the game about these trees. I don't care about these trees. Now the Pohutukawa tree, I'm tired of hearing about it. It's okay, I'm not, bashing the aesthetics of it. It's a pretty good tree, but landscape specializations are supposed to be used. They're these small little pieces that you can add for detail in your city. They're never supposed to be grand prizes in an event. There is no good rewards in this event. I was disappointed about the Mayor's Pass, but when I saw this event track, this just sickened me because it showed that the developers they're obsessed with all these trees. And a matter of fact, last month, I emailed the developers about my specialization trading idea. They actually emailed me back and said that they would talk to whoever was responsible to get that going. Where is it? Implement that idea. That was my idea, and I hope they implement it. They told me that, and apparently that they would look into it. Well, I'd say it's a better idea than this, because what do we want? Trees? Trees. Really, trees. It's just annoying. It's just sickening. It's sickening. Again, as I said, you can buy these in the landscape category. I'm tired of hearing of Pohutukawa trees. Fern and Pohutukawa trees. It's like, really. And, you know, with the Mayor's Pass, there are no specializations that are big. Like, as I said before, you can build a village, maybe, a Maui village. Probably within a forest, like a Pohutukawa tree forest, if you use that and the Pohutukawa trees. That's my idea if you want to give these specializations some use. But, in reality, they're not that useful, and I just think they're really bad. They're really bad. This is going to be probably a shorter video than most times. But I got to get going. I don't have much to say, though. I don't. But I need your support. You know, I'm actually moving away from SimcityBuildit because there is no audience. But if that audience is there, I'll keep covering it. You know, I understand how YouTube works, that you got to persevere and all that. But those that do that, the YouTube algorithm really only applies to people that are covering a high audience subject. SimcityBuildit, the people are going away. I can't find viewers. And I understand why I can't find viewers. I understand it. I bet you not much of you are watching this. And it's because nobody wants to play this game. Nobody wants to play SimcityBuildit. It is declining in popularity. New games like the Ants Underground Kingdom are taking over. This game is gonna fade into oblivion. That the wars are plagued with hackers, as what I've heard. There are multiple problems. People complain about the money-grabbing aspect of the game. People complain about some of the algorithms within the game of how the game is structured. People complain about these Mayor's Pass. And this Mayor's Pass and event track, it's the worst of all time. At least in the recent time. It's the worst of all time. So, again, please comment or reply. Because I want to know what you think. And please answer this question. I'd like to know. Do you value these trees? Or do you agree with me and say that this event is just a bunch of crap and that we're not getting what we really need, which is better updates? Now, I'm expecting in a little bit we're going to get the New Year's update. The Lunar New Year's. The Chinese New Year's update. But that's going to be kind of cliche because they do it like every year. I want to see change. I want to see change in 2022, as I said in my past videos. And so far, 2022 has been a bust. And we're approaching February, so let's see what goes on.